beautiful friends, and welcome back to Blossom Glow. So today we're gonna be doing, it's kind of like the best friend tag, but we're just gonna ask each other questions that we have never asked each other before.
Yes.
So we're gonna get personal here. Let's get started. So the first question is, what's something you've been grateful for lately?
I think I've really been grateful for everyone who stuck by me, like my friends, my family, people that's just been there for me, that has given me good advice, quotes people say just to get you through life, like motivate you, just I don't know, people that's been there through like the hard times, the happy times, the funny times, just people who stuck by me, the true ones. So
that's funny because when I was writing this question, I was thinking about the same answer. I was like, I think I would say the people that have stuck by me. The second question is, what was your first impression of me? wait, side quote. So we met 3 years ago?
4 years ago.
4 years ago? Okay, but we met because we had like similar friends and they like introduced us. So yeah, that was just so crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, so I met her on, what was it? It was a PE summer class, so we would only see each other for like 2 hours a day. And so she would just come in like, I was like, not always early to class, but I was like on time, and so I would just be sitting there with my friends, and then she would come up and she'd be like, "Hi guys!" I thought she was like a total like fresa, and so I was like, "Oh my gosh, this girl, like, she is like too much for me." And so then I would be like, I don't know if I'm gonna be friends with her. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get along. And she knows this. I'm like, she knows this. So. But yeah, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get along with her. Like this and this. But at the end, like we started to hang out more. At first I would like distance myself from her, but then we were like together all the time. Like the end of high school.
It was for like 1 month that we would be together every day because of that class. So
but at the end I was like, no, this girl's just like me.
So if you could change something about me, what would it be and why?
I honestly like everything about you, like I wouldn't change anything, so
that's good.
You do you.
You be you. This question is, what's something you've always wanted to tell me?
Something, well, I always tell you everything. Let's see. Stick up for yourself and with your parents. Well, I tell you that, but when I'm like, Melanie, just tell them, let's go. So
true. I feel like it's just hard because I mean, kids and parents, it's kind of like a stereotype that it's hard to tell something to your parents.
That's true. It happens with me also, but we're both the same and we both have like sort of the same parents.
This is the last one. So why do you think we're best friends?
I think we just complement each other, like your personality and mine. Like I feel like you're not really negative towards people, and I like have gotten that in a good way, and I like tried to put that into my own life and try to be a better person. Like I like admire you, like you just make me a better person. So I'm just like, okay, like what would Melody do? You know, like Melanie wouldn't say this, Melanie wouldn't say that, or like I don't know, just like things we like we like dressing up, we like, I don't know, we just like both compliment each other, and we have sort of the same like personality, so I think we get along really good.
Okay, when I was writing this question, I was
Melanie, don't cry!
like, I'm not crying! When I was writing this question, I was like thinking, and I was like, oh, like this just came to my mind, and I feel like there's so many people that they call each other best friends.
Yeah.
But when something's doing something better than the other one, they like get jealous. And low key, they're like, oh, I support you. I'm so happy this is happening to you. But low key, they're like, why is she having a better, yeah, like, why is she on top? Why is she having something better than me, you know? So I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, I feel like that has never happened to me. Like, personally, that has never happened to me. Like, when you tell me, oh, this is happening to me, you know, like, I get happy for you. But it's not like, oh, I want that to happen to me, you know?
Yeah, like, I could never be a really good swimmer like Melany, so I would just go to her competitions and I would scream. But, like, I would always be happy for her, like, and I know, like, she wouldn't feel envy for me because we just get along so good, and it's not like, if she has something, I'm like, okay, like, I want to try it, or, like, show me how to do it, but it's never like, okay, she's better than me or something like that. I personally don't feel that way towards her, but I know there's people who are like that, but I'm just not.
We're not. So that was my 5 questions. By the way, we don't know what we're asking each other.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know each other's questions, so it's like the first time.
Did you ever hold something back that you wanted to tell me, like, whether I had, like, a bad hair day, like, like, something you didn't like of what I said?
Oh, I know. Okay. I remember when we were looking for the baggy, like, workout outfits, and we went to Walmart because we were like, oh, you know. So, and we saw the outfits, right? And like, my first thought was like, oh, you know, they're not that bad. And then we started like looking at them, and I was like, you know. But I didn't really like them. But I didn't tell you because I was like, oh, she probably likes them, you know? And then afterwards, she was like, should we take them? Should we not? And we decided to not take them because they weren't that cute. So, and then afterwards, we went to the mall. And we were talking about it because she was like, Melany, if you didn't like them, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, I don't know, I feel like I'm that type of person that will stay quiet just to not make the other person feel bad. And then we were talking about that. But otherwise, I don't think no, I don't think so. Like, if you ask me, do you like my outfit? She dresses really good, so I'm always like, yes. I think that was the only time that I can remember now. But there was probably one time when you were like, probably you asked me something and I just stayed quiet. But yeah, I think
she's just super nice. And that time we went to the sweats, I was like, cause I didn't like the like quality of like the the clothes. So I was like, maybe she likes it. And so I was like,
I feel like we were the same that day. We were like, maybe she likes him, so I just won't say anything.
But we didn't tell each other because we wanted to be nice. But at the end, we like didn't take them, and we were like, okay, good. What were the best moments you've ever lived?
Best moments, like just me or the two of us together?
You can do one and one.
Okay, so I'm trying to think because I feel like my best moment is with you. So I'm trying to think it's like by me. You know? Best moment. So it's not like specifically like, oh, when I did this, you know. So it's like in general. But I feel like my best moment was last year. I feel like last year I accomplished so many things, and I was proud of myself. Like, I'm not trying to be like prideful, but I was really proud of myself because I accomplished like what I was trying to reach. So that was like my best moment in life by myself. And now with you, I think was when we graduated. So we graduated together, and I feel like that was our best moment. That day was a day that we were waiting for so badly, and we were really happy, especially because we did it together. So I feel like that was our best moment together, just seeing each other accomplish their dreams and, you you know, just be proud of ourselves and like be proud for each other. So I feel like that was our best moment together.
I feel like that was a really like good moment for you because you graduated a whole year early. So like I remember going down to like where you were doing like the computers, and then we would like talk every once in a while. But then I'd be like, okay, Melanie, like I'll leave your bucket so you can like do your work. And so like that was a really like accomplishing moment that we like look back now and be like, wow, we really did all of that.
Yeah,
and
like we supported each other.
Even like waiting after class, we would always do that. Always wait after class. So.
No, and sometimes we would say after school to like fix grades or you know.
True. I'd go to like her class and she'd like turn in all her assignments that she put to mine. We were like always together. Like we became like the best of friends. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in the next like 2 or 3 years?
Coming back home, you know, because I want to go on a mission. So I see myself coming back home. And I guess since I would be coming back home, I would be going back to school as well. And I think that would be the time where I would want to like create my own family, like, you know, so like get married, maybe not start having kids, but you know, just like start that point of my life, and just pretty much accomplishing the goals that I have right now. So like coming back home, starting school again, and starting to make my own family, and you'll be my bridesmaid. So you know. Since I have like, you know, my best friend you, and then my guy best friend Ezekiel, but also like since I don't know, I feel like you guys are like really important in my life. So also like still have you guys in my life. You know, because I feel like sometimes you think, oh, we'll still be friends, but I mean, you never know what's gonna happen, or I don't know, something.
No, Melanie, I'll text you every day when you're on your mission. You'll have like emails of Marlene.
Yeah, just have you guys still in my life, like the people that I love right now, and like probably there's people that's gonna come into my life as well, but still have the people that I love right now. Yeah.
How can you define me?
How can I define you? Okay, this reminds me of the first time I saw you. Because, okay, so the first time I saw her was in the PE class during summer. But the first time I saw you, I remember my first thought was like, oh, she's like, I don't know, like weird, you know, like no, like oh, you're so cute, oh. You know, that was like my first impression. But you know, we've changed, we've grown. So I mean, I still think you're so, like, you know, you're so cute. I think I would define you as a positive person because so like sometimes when we're talking, and I remember this, I think this was the first time you saw me crying. I don't know, but we were talking and obviously like I wasn't okay, so I started crying, and I remember you gave me like such good advice. And I don't know, that like when I think of moments like that with you, I just remember she's like so positive and she gives me really good advice. So I would define you as a really positive person and someone that likes to help each other. Because, I don't know, I feel like you're always giving good advice to people and you're trying to help them as much as you can. So that's how I would define you.
Okay, last one. It's not like nothing too personal, but like it's pretty funny, but hopefully it's funny. Okay. So what is the most embarrassing moment you have had?
Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know why I always think of this. This is so crazy. So the most embarrassing moment I've had was, so I went to Ulta and I was with my sister and my sister's fiance. And I don't know, this sounds so dumb now, but at that time I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna do it, why not? So I was eating this candy. Have you seen those candy that has like powder and you like put the candy inside with the powder? So I had one of those candy and my sister's fiance was like, oh, I dare you to like put the whole powder in your mouth.
Try your mouth.
So I was like, sure, why not? So I opened in my mouth, and he starts like pouring the powder in my mouth, and I started choking. And okay, I had never noticed this before until that day, but every time I choke or like I start choking, I throw up. My sister's fiance, he like decides to leave me alone, and he walks away because he's like that type. Like he didn't do it like, oh, I'm gonna leave her alone because I'm mean, you know. He just did it because like it was funny, you know. It was funny, and he was like, oh my gosh, like what did I, you know? It was something. Yeah, exactly. And I just threw up. I just threw up. Yeah, and it was blue because the candy was blue.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So I just threw up. No, and I felt so embarrassed because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like in the middle of Ulta. There's people around. So I just like go up to him and I was like, I threw up. And he like took me outside and we went to like this restaurant that's in front of Ulta.
Noodles.
And he was like, I'll go buy something so that they don't think that we only came to use the restroom. I went to the restroom, I cleaned myself. Obviously I had like puke all over me. And then he calls me and he goes like, Melany, are you almost done? And I'm like, yeah, why? And he's like, my card got declined. So he couldn't get like anything. And obviously that's embarrassing when someone like you're about to pay and they're like, oh sorry, you got declined. So he got embarrassed. He stand by the car and I'm like, well, we have to, well, he tells me we have to go back inside because there's puke on the floor and we have to tell them to clean up, you know. And I'm like, well, you go back inside because I'm embarrassed to go back inside. So then he went back inside and my sister was still inside and she had no idea what was going on. So, because
me, where was she?
She was just looking at makeup, but it was the two of us doing that stupid thing. And my sister was just doing her own thing, looking at makeup, and we were, I don't know, now that I think about it, that was pretty childish. But
it's like Pancito.
Yeah. And then he went back inside and told the people that work there to clean up, and then my sister comes out and then we told them what happened. We told her what happened, and then yeah, that was my most embarrassing moment. So that was all the questions. I feel like we talk and we tell everything each other, and we've gotten to those like really deep, serious conversations. But we never really thought, I feel like I never thought of these questions until I was thinking of them before. So yeah, that was something else that I was gonna say.
We just like ask each other like things about like their day or like life, but not like just
like
questions you ask like
or like
when you first meet or something like that.
We tell each other
Cheese man's all we talk about.
I feel like that's something best friends do. Like they tell each other everything. Okay, this happens to me. So like even though someone tells me don't tell anyone, I still tell her.
Me?
Yeah, like I still tell her. And obviously I'm like, so just don't tell anyone, you know.
She'll even like show me like the proof. She'll be like, look Marley, look, and I'm like, oh, Melany.
Yeah. I went to El Salvador for 4 months, so I was gone for 4 months. And even though I was still over there, like we would call each other to be like, hey, guess what happened, and all of it, you know. So
how long? I think 3 hours was one time like our FaceTime. Like I would be driving and then she'd be talking to me.
And I would be showering. I remember. I remember I was showering and I just put the phone on like the window and we were still talking. So
I'd be like, Melany. She'd be like, Marlene, do you hear the birds? I was like,
that's when you know you're best friends, when you don't get like embarrassed to do like that type of stuff.
Or like I like will be calling just like on the phone and I'll put my phone on the side. I'll be like, okay Melany, I have to use the restroom, and then like you can hear me go and pee, like but you like we don't see each other, but it's just like so funny to like just because we don't want to hang up or anything, we'll like do those little things.
Just tell us if you guys want us to do like different videos or if you want to know something from us. We'll leave our social media so you can like stalk us send us
I'll make
something
my
funny.
profile unprivate.
Oh yeah. So, you know, just do whatever. But yeah, that was our 5 questions. I hope you guys liked it. And I hope you guys, I don't know, if you have a
Hopefully you guys
best friend.
thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Like entertaining. So
Yeah.
and you guys can relate to it. So.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you guys have a best friend and you can relate to some of these things, just tell us because we want to hear your stories. But yeah, that was everything for this video. I hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing afternoon, or amazing night. I don't know what time you guys are watching this video, but I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!
Bye guys!